keep saying I'm going to stop looking at mock drafts, Wolf. I looked at the one earlier that had Caleb Williams going 6th, and I was like, okay, I'm going to stop doing this, right? Now I'm looking at one that has Caleb Williams going 1st and 4th. I don't think that's going to happen.
Wow.
Because it's some sort of like aggregate of all of them. I'm over it. No more mock drafts for a while.
Caleb Williams, there's no denying it right now. When it comes to raw physical talent, there is absolutely nobody like Caleb Williams in the draft.
But no matter who you are, you can't go 1st and 4th in the same draft.
Good, yeah, of course. No, you can't do that. But can I just tell you, I can tell you right now that Caleb Williams is going 1st in the draft. He is. Who that team is, I have no idea.
Well, that's my follow-up question.
But there is somebody who is eyeballing him and salivating right now and believes that is a once-in-a-generation guy. And you could convince me of that athletically. You could convince me of that from a talent perspective.
Is it Chicago? Because Chicago's going to have the first pick in the draft, and Justin Fields is playing a lot better. So it's not the exact same position that the Cardinals are in, but it's a similar spot to what a lot of people thought the Cardinals might be in at the start of the season. Remember? All the mock drafts had the Cardinals picking 1st and 2nd at the start of the year, remember?
Yeah. I think there's a lot of teams out there that have what most people would consider to be an established quarterback that also would be eyeballing Caleb Williams and saying that this guy is so rare. If we give up the next 3 drafts, who cares? We got to get him.
So if you're the Bears,
I'm just saying,
you could get a bunch of draft picks, keep Justin Fields.
Yes.
It's a similar spot to what a lot of people thought the Cardinals might be faced with.
Correct.
Now, Kyler Murray's playing. They're 2-2 since he came back. They're 3-10, which right now has them picking 3rd, tied with the Patriots. So, like, if the Patriots do win another game and the Cardinals don't, then the Cardinals will be picking 2nd. I mean, I'm looking at a lot of mock drafts today, Wolf, that seem to be more focused on Marvin Harrison moving up than ever. This is all those secondary to what the Cardinals think of Kyler Murray. I mean, that's where this all starts because they're not going to be picking 1st, and I doubt that they're going to be picking 2nd either. Do you think in any way they've already made up their mind?
I don't. I
kind of hope they haven't.
There are good buddies that I have that do believe they've made up their mind right now. I don't. I do not think they've made up their mind. And why would you? You had 4 games.
You don't have to make it up yet.
You're right.
Yeah.
A 4-game sample size. Are you going to evaluate every game? Is he going to be on a sliding scale? I say yes, he is going to be on a sliding scale. Of course. That's only natural. To me, that's what I'd be doing. I wouldn't. We're going to take the aggregate as the first 4 games. No, you're not going to do that. You're going to go ahead and you're going to go and grade each game on its own scale individually. And then, of course, you'll take the aggregate and then the bye. And to me, it's also a great time to evaluate Kyler after the bye, where he's had an opportunity to breathe a little bit and evaluate where he is. I mean, it's still pretty incredible when you think that Kyler Murray did not play in an NFL game for 11 months until he played in the Atlanta Falcons game.
Yeah.
What was that, week 9 was that?
10, which, by the way, it's going to be a playoff team, Atlanta, probably, I guess, right. In that division.
Yeah, just weird. But again, it's pretty incredible when you think about it, the fact that he's come in and actually played well enough to win 2 games.
How conspiracy theory do you want to go with this? Because this is why I think the decision hasn't been made yet. Okay, I can give you both sides of it. And I do think they probably went into the season.
Well, you know me. I am the grassy.
I know. So
you know what, I love this stuff.
Surprised you haven't said it before me. I'm sure they went into the season thinking either, yeah, we hope this is our guy, or, you know, we hope we have the pick that we can. I'm sure they had some sort of leaning going into the season. Now, you're only human, right? But if they'd already made up their minds, if you've already decided that he is the guy, well, we haven't heard them say, oh, yeah, he's definitely our guy for next year.
Yeah.
Right? And if you've already decided he isn't the guy, you know I've always been of the belief you got to play this guy and see what he is. But if they have, if through 4 games they're like, you know what, that's great, he's not our guy, now you probably would shut him down because he's played. He's shown he's good. He's coming off that Steelers win. That, to me, those two right there, when you put them together, or Exhibit A as to why they haven't decided. They're not saying he's definitely our guy, and they're not shutting him down. They want to see what he can do in these last few games, too.
Yeah, man.
How's that for conspiracy theory?
I love that, right? You conspiratorialist. That's pretty good, because I'm a master.
I know, it's
at
from
this
working
stuff.
with you now. I look at all that. Why are you really doing what you're doing over there?
That's pretty good, Luke. I got to tell you, man, I did not see that coming. But you could be right on that. For me, I would want Kyler Murray to play in these last 4 games. If I was truly evaluating him, I would give him these last 4 games. And the sliding scale would actually take hold for each game. You have to do that.
Too big of a decision.
But now the aggregate would be 8 games. That's a much better sample size to truly see where he needs to get better and where he may have superseded every expectation they had for him. It gets a lot more concrete after these next 4 games. Now, yeah, why would you shut him down right now? Unless you were going to move him.
Unless you knew you were going to move him, because then you could say, he's got a little bit of a bruised up ankle or something.
Right.
Nothing.
But nobody's shutting him down.
No.
Based on nobody.
Because you got to see what you have in the guy. This is the direction of your franchise for the next 5 to 10 years. This decision.
Thanks for watching Wolf and Luke. Tap to see more and click the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.